Hey everyone, on today's menu is a delicious egg masala curry. Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. I will start with my blender prep. So into my blender jar goes ginger. Now I used one huge onion for this recipe, most of which will be going as chopped. And I separated out this little portion that will be blended. Then 2 medium to large tomatoes, 2 heaped tablespoons of plain unflavored yogurt. If you are allergic to dairy, then you can use any plant-based plain unflavored yogurt or just leave it out. Here is 1 tablespoon of gram flour, that is besan. Besan brings in a thickness to the gravy, but at the same time it is optional. You can also use almond flour in place of besan. Many of you ask me what blender I use. I use NutriBullet. Like this blender I've been using for a long time. Recently I bought a NutriBullet Ultra, which you will also see in my videos, but this one is my favorite. If you want to buy this blender, I've given the link in the description box. Okay, so we need a smooth paste like this. I will start by making the gravy. Here is some oil heating on medium heat. In it goes some whole spices, a dry bay leaf, cinnamon stick, and 2 green cardamoms. Then finely chopped onions go in. I added about half a teaspoon of salt to help the onions soften up faster. Fry the onions on medium heat till they start browning up a little bit. Please do not brown them too much, as that will make the gravy taste bitter. I added half a tablespoon of finely grated garlic at this point and fried for a few seconds. Then that pureed mix goes in. And next is spice time! Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 heaped teaspoons of Kashmiri red chilli powder, and 2 teaspoons of ground coriander. Now you need to simmer this on very low heat for about 7 to 8 minutes. But my friends, you have to come back to it very frequently and give it a stir. Since gram flour is added, things have a tendency to stick at the bottom of the pot. And if that happens, then things will taste bitter. So please give a stir very frequently, and if you see things are sticking at the bottom, add a splash of water. Okay, while that is simmering away, let's come to the eggs, because by now you must be thinking, where are the eggs? I have already hard boiled the eggs. Now with a knife, I just like to give little cuts all around. Do not cut it deep, as then they will break in the gravy and you will end up making a scrambled egg curry. This helps the masala to go inside a little bit, or else the eggs taste bland and boring. Regarding boiling the eggs, I allow water to come up to a boil, then add a teaspoon of salt to it, and then slowly and gently add 1 egg at a time. Then allow the whole thing to come up to a boil again, and then I set a timer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I discard the water and plunge the eggs in cold tap water. Allow the eggs to sit in that cold water for 5 minutes and then crack them open. Next, take about a tablespoon of oil in a pan and heat on medium heat. Add the eggs along with about 1/8 of a teaspoon of turmeric powder and fry on medium-low heat. I also like adding 1/8 of a teaspoon of chilli powder. Do not fry on high heat, as the spices will burn and the eggs will become rubbery. So toss them on medium-low heat till they start getting little red in color. Once they reach this color, take them out into a bowl. In that same pan, I added a red bell pepper along with salt. You can use bell peppers of any color, or you may leave out the bell peppers. Fry the bell pepper on medium heat till they soften down a little bit. My friends, do not allow them to become mushy-dushy. They should be tender, but still should be holding on to their shape. Okay, my bell peppers are done, so I switched off the heat. Coming back to the gravy. See how the oil around the edges is bubbling? When you see that, you will know it's time for the next ingredients to go in. And my friends, I did come back to it from time to time and gave it a stir. Okay, I added a teaspoon of salt and then a cup of hot water goes in along with a teaspoon of garam masala powder to perfume the dish. Then the gorgeous golden eggs dive in, along with the fried bell peppers. Cover it on low heat for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, see how the oil has started to float on top. I added chopped stems of coriander. This is optional, but it gives a nice flavor to the gravy. I also added 2 whole green chillies. Adding them whole like this doesn't make the gravy too hot, but the gravy in turn gets infused with that fresh chili flavor. Give a stir and cover again on low heat for 3 more minutes. After 3 minutes, lift off. Do a taste test at this point and adjust the seasonings. And look at that gorgeous gravy. Shower it with some fresh coriander leaves if you like, and enjoy this deliciousness with rice, roti, naan or paratha. Remember to discard the bay leaf and whole spices before serving, or else one of them will definitely land on the plate of someone who dislikes them the most. Okay, so my friend, if you've made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate you so much more than you ever know. Please click on like and leave a comment for me, as I love reading all your comments. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.